Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the fourth session of the training on how to effectively communicate innovation in the bioeconomy sector when addressing consumers. So, in the previous training, we have dealt with different topics. First of all, we have talked about the concept of communication and innovation, giving some examples. Then we have discussed how to write an effective communication plan, going through all the steps and also here making some examples. Finally, we have talked about the barriers in the bioeconomy sector, specifically considering regulations, technology gaps, investment measures, and educational barriers. So today, during this session, we will explore what it means to communicate innovation, giving some examples from the Blue Rev project. Specifically, we will first talk about the Blue Rev project, its objectives and the methodology used within this project, and then we will consider some case studies from the project, specifically considering examples within each pilot region of Blue Rev. So, first of all, what is the Blue Rev project? So, the EU-funded Blue Rev project aims to stimulate innovation in the blue bioeconomy by facilitating the transition of local communities to sustainable blue economy models that can be replicated across Europe. The project focuses on 3 different pilot regions in the northern, the southern, and central eastern Europe. We have Denmark and Greenland, we have Italy, and we have Estonia. And by analyzing diverse blue bio-based value chains, for instance, the use of fish side streams in Denmark and Greenland, marine bioactive compounds in Italy, and red algae biomass in Estonia, it identifies both social and economic barriers as well as key opportunities for growth. So within the 3 years project, Blue Rev analyzed the context in these 3 pilot regions and developed strategies to improve governance frameworks, business models, and social innovation processes within the blue bio-based sector. Also thanks to the co-creation workshops and the case studies demonstration and this training program. Ultimately, the objective of the project is to revitalize local communities with innovative business models and social innovation, to foster environmentally responsible behavior by supporting novel business models and related social measures, and to support the development of small businesses by increasing stakeholders' awareness and improve communication between local actors. So now that we have an overview of the whole project, we will go through the case studies analyzed in each pilot region and understand how specific innovations identified were communicated and reached a wider audience. So the first case study we can talk about is in Sicily. A successful innovation was achieved in Sicily through the revitalization and commercialization of the so-called ritunno salato, a fish powder made from Spicaras maris, which in Italian is called menola. That is a Mediterranean fish species traditionally considered of low commercial value but abundant in local waters in some seasons. So, to promote this product to consumers, the cooperative decided to emphasize its nutritional value and its commitment to biodiversity, as fishing less common species helps to reduce the pressure on those in higher demand, like tuna, for instance. So, as part of the sales strategy, the producer organized a tasting event in an open lab, allowing consumers and experts to experience the product firsthand. This interactive approach provided direct feedback, built interest, and reinforced the product's uniqueness. Additionally, the producer started the commercialization through restaurants. So by starting commercialization in restaurants, it positioned the product in a high-trust, influential environment. Chefs and culinary professionals often act as trendsetters, and the word of mouth in this community can drive both credibility and demand among consumers. Also, in this context, participation to big fairs and events had a very important role. For instance, the presence at the Expo 2015 in Milan, in Italy. A big exhibition like Expo indeed provides opportunities for media coverage, for networking, and for positioning the product within global innovation narratives. So thanks to the collaboration with a university and several European projects, among which Blue Rev, the cooperative was also able to reach new channels and new markets, including also other project hubs such as Greenland. And this in turn really broadens the impact and demonstrates the scalability of this product, which is very important in the end to attract investors, partners, and also institutional buyers. So the second case study comes from Greenland, where a small business based in the south uses side streams from fish, lamb and seal to create an innovative dog food line. This approach generates local economic value and also aligns with Greenland's circular economy aspirations, ensuring sustainable growth which is rooted in community engagement and resource efficiency. So the dog food, which is a dried product packed in 25 kilos bags, is developed starting from side streams from 3 companies in Greenland: Neki, Polar Seafood Greenland, and Halibut Greenland. Then we have another company which is called Milak Production that advertises the dog food line on social media and mainly Facebook, where they also share the visit received by the Danish royal family in 2024. So here we see that social media and online interaction play a crucial role. However, the product is also known also thanks to its presence on another Greenlandic company web shop that is named Wild Food. So the product was also sponsored thanks to many articles published on local newspapers. Indeed, in January 2023, Milak Production was mentioned by a Greenlandic newspaper in an article about the dried dog food. Specifically, the article explained that they had received loans and support from a company which is called Nalik Ventures and had just received the production equipment to start production. Later in 2024, the newspaper again mentioned Milak Production when the couple behind the company was awarded the Entrepreneurship Award 2024 during an event called Future Greenland for their efforts in establishing Milak Production APS. This award celebrates their initiative in creating a sustainable local production of dog food. So we see here that there is a lot of engagement because the company was mentioned first in 2023 and then the engagement was kept as they were mentioned again in an article the year after. So promotion through Facebook, of course, increases the product visibility. Partnering with Wild Foods web shop extends the product reach through an established local e-commerce platform. And moreover, the strategy of mentioning high-profile endorsements on Facebook, such as the Danish royal family visit, media coverage, and an entrepreneurship awards, also adds legitimacy and builds a lot of trust in the product. So this is a successful communication strategy. So the third case study comes from Denmark, where during a co-creation activity, an innovative proposal to develop an omega-3 nutrition drink targeted at the rapidly growing Chinese market emerged as the best practice to be developed. The concept here combines a health-focused innovation with a circular approach, as it aims to transform fish processing waste into high-value, consumer-friendly products, offering on one side environmental benefits by the utilization of waste material, and on the other side social benefits because it would create local jobs, particularly in fish processing and sustainable production. So during the co-creation workshop, the product was discussed, but then also the target audience was discussed, which was identified in the Chinese market, and also the communication strategy. So it emerged that to successfully promote the omega-3 nutrition drink in the Chinese market, it would be essential to position it as a premium science-backed health beverage that supports heart, brain and immune health, and then tailor communication properly. The message, in particular to potential buyers, should highlight the environmental impact and the everyday benefits of choosing these over other products, considering cultural consideration, behavioral insights, and so on. For instance, flavors like matcha, red bean, and jasmine are potentially appealing to Chinese consumers. So the branding strategy then should strike a balance between traditional Chinese health values such as longevity and vitality and a sleek modern aesthetic that enhances its premium appeal. Clean labeling, sustainable sources, for instance algae-based omega-3, and ensuring no fishy taste would be then crucial selling points to build consumer trust. Then, during the co-creation workshop, it was also discussed the distribution part. For distribution, a strong e-commerce presence would be vital, supported by influencer marketing and digital promotions. And additional offline availability in supermarkets, convenience stores, and health-focused retailers would for sure increase accessibility and credibility. Also, offline experiential marketing through sampling at gyms, malls, and health expos could encourage trial, while on the other side, corporate and institutional partnerships with fitness centers, offices, or airlines could also establish the drink as a premium wellness choice. So this drink now does not exist in reality, so it was it emerged, it was developed, it was an idea developed during a co-creation workshop, and this strategy was developed in order to understand how it could be properly communicated to potential consumers. So, the last case study comes from Estonia. Specifically in the Baltic Sea, on Estonia's most remote island called Runu, there is a social enterprise called Planet Runu, which has launched an innovative seaweed farming operation, producing a novel ingredient and revitalizing the island's economy. The farm is specifically specialized in cultivating the bladderwrack, also called Fucus vesciculosus, a native seaweed species harvested from the pristine waters surrounding the island. After harvesting, the algae is fermented into a distinctive seaweed gin. So for Runu's small population, the farm provides new skilled positions employment, reducing then the need to emigrate to the mainland and repopulating the island. So, as far as the branding strategy is concerned, the branding strategy of Planet Runu highlights the connection between innovation and tradition, as it can be seen from these slogans, which are very attractive to consumers. So, for instance, we read two of them: a gin made from local algae, crisp in the Nordic style with mineral notes from the sea. Each sip will take you to the paradise beach of Runo for a journey of the mind. Or another one which highlights the connection with the historical culture of the island. We have a tangible connection to Runu's maritime culture and a demonstration of how traditional knowledge can be transformed into sustainable modern enterprise. Each bottle tells the story of the island's unique environment and the community's commitment to preserving it. So, as we can see from this slogan, the marine origin of the gin is linked to the island story, and this is very important for communication because it creates an emotional connection between consumers and the product. Also, in terms of promotion, Planet Runo promoted the product participating to competitions. The gin indeed won several awards that helped to raise awareness of the local heritage and seaweed, and also helped to market the product more. The drink was also in the foreground when the Estonian islands Saaremaa, Muhu and Ruunu were nominated as the food district of 2024. This campaign was initiated by an enterprise called Enterprise Estonia to raise awareness of local traditions and to promote local food in Estonia. And specifically, the seaweed harvested by Planet Runo was mentioned in this food district of 2024, and it was also one of the main components of a popular TV show in 2024 that focused on a competition between several well-known master chefs. So here we see a very diverse communication campaign. We have the effort of creating emotional connection by linking the marine origin of the product and the island's tradition. We have participation to competition, we have participation to campaigns, we have the participation also to a popular TV show. And as we said in our previous trainings, a mix of channels and tools is always the best choice because it can help to create more and more engagement. So we saw different examples, different case studies, some that already exist in reality and have a real communication strategy behind, and some that are still ideas which could in the future be developed. In any case, we saw that each case study had different types, different ways of communicating the product. Some focused on social media, some tried to create emotional connection with consumers, some participated to exhibitions like the Global Expo or more local events, but all of them tried to use a mix of channels to communicate and promote their product. In conclusion, what we can say at the end of these 4 sessions of trainings is that while the bioeconomy sector continues to grow, as highlighted in the previous trainings, there remains also a significant lack of awareness among the public. And this is compounded by cultural and behavioral factors, as well as the challenges in understanding the scientific explanations behind each product or innovation. And all these obstacles still hinder a comprehensive understanding of the sector. But projects like Blue Rev or other research and innovation projects related to the blue bioeconomy can really help to bridge this gap by showcasing concrete examples of innovation in the field, and crucially by providing tools to facilitate communication, promotion, and ultimately bringing more people closer to this dynamic and evolving world. So, I hope you liked these 4 sessions of the training on how to effectively communicate innovation in the bioeconomy sector when addressing consumers. If you still have some questions, do not hesitate to contact the APRE team at the email addresses you read here. We are waiting for your question and we really hope that you like the training. Please communicate it to your public and promote these trainings as well as the project in general. Thank you and see you very soon.